The very grueling sections in the WRC Safari Rally 2025 in Kikopey in Nakuru County. Let me tell you, things are heated up. In fact, right now, as you can see, it is raining cats and dogs and mice and all the zebras that are found in this vicinity. Welcome to this great show, Sports Extravaganza Special. My name is Tony Twalanda. I am together with, of course,
the one and only
Arocho mwenyewe kabisa. Today is a combination of Sports Extravaganza and mikiki ya sporty, because TV 47, Radio 47, Digital 47 as the official media partners of KCB Safari Rally. And of course, we are not alone on this wonderful day. We are joined by the who is who in the Kenya Commercial Bank Group. Welcome, ladies. It's good to see you. Tell us, how is the atmosphere so far? I know it has rained. You came well prepared and warm already. How is it so far for you?
It is what it is, and you have to flow with it. It's the wonder and the joy of the Safari Rally.
Yes.
And we are very, very glad that because of the rain, it's gonna get very excited.
Indeed.
And the best will surely win. But the most important thing is the weather, the environment. You can hear the excitement of the people who have attended this forum today.
Yes.
And you want to tell it's quite exciting, and we are very, very grateful for the audience. And you, definitely.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much indeed for hosting us. Arocho, welcome the lady.
well, on my immediate right is Rosalind Gishuru. I hope I pronounced it well. Well, Gishuru is the Group Director, Marketing and Comms. Karibu sana. We were with you earlier,
Yes.
before the rain caused some disruption.
Yeah.
Tell us something about the atmosphere today here. And I believe that this is the second time that you're on this set.
Yeah, honestly, there's a beehive of activity, as you can see. And what's most interesting, last year, same time,
Yes.
on the Saturday, it rained.
It rained.
So there's something about the second day
Yes.
of this amazing, exciting rally
Yes.
that attracts the rain. But we look at it as a blessing. We look at it as just a chance to be more, dynamic and exciting, even for the drivers.
Yes.
I can only imagine with yesterday's fresh,
Yes.
now there's rain. I mean, it's gonna get interesting.
Indeed, very true. And of course, we have the Managing Director of Kenya Commercial Bank, and Stacia Kim Tai. I've said it correctly.
Oh, yes, Tony. You can't miss it because you're my neighbor.
I am your neighbor. I'll never miss it.
Yeah.
You've seen KCB has invested a lot of millions of shillings in this sport.
Billions.
Not only exact billions.
Billions.
Thank you. Please take it up from there. How has it been so far?
When we reflect on the World Rally before, Kenya used to be a destination. Then after a while, we are all aware there was a break of a long period. And because we believe in our people and for the betterment of our people, KCB invested in the KCB Rally. Now we are doing the 23rd year. And we are very happy that in this decade, we are now having the World Rally Championship having been brought back to Kenya. And that's the excitement. 2 billion is what we've invested in. But the most exciting thing is the people. When you look at our business community, the way they've turned up to come and do business, when you look at the excitement that's all here, and you can imagine it, it is our local, our own bank that has brought this joy to the people of Kenya. So for us, we believe in catalyzing the economic growth for where we do business. And we want to say thank you so much, even for airing this app, so that our people, our customers can actually get to appreciate that you are partners. And the most important thing, just to have a weekend that you can come and chill and have fun with your family is key for us. Thank you.
Indeed. Arocho, for people for better. Yes, Arocho.
Well, I like what Timitai is saying.
Yes.
I'd like to bring in Gishuru on this because she's been talking about the sport aspect, the way the bank has brought that rally back to the country. But on more commercial issues, how has the rally helped the bank commercially? or even trying to make sure that the bank gets its return on its investment.
Yeah. So at KCB, we say we are for people for better.
Yes.
So every single vendor here, and there are over 20 on site today, are our customers. So we give them the first opportunity to come and sell their products and services. And these are the things that we are eating and drinking. There's Coca-Cola here, there's Java, there is EABL, there are small businesses selling wine and all these other things. So I think for us, we must first, cater for our customers and give them the opportunity. We also have 8 different vendors. The people who put all these tents together, structures, sustainable furniture. I mean, those are also our customers. So for us, it's how do we carry everyone along with us? In addition to that, at the end of December, we launched a deposit mobilization campaign.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah? And all we're asking people to do, open a gold savings account, keep depositing, and you stand a chance to win.
Yes.
And what we have done is every single month, we have curated prizes to be won. So January, we know we're all paying school fees.
Yes.
So 50 people won 50,000 worth of school fees.
Wow.
February, the month of love. 14 people won 14K to enjoy a meal with everyone. March, we were thinking about the rally and people who need fuel. People want money for fuel. April, Easter, people will win Ambuzi. And finally, the grand prize brought to us by our partner, Centum Re.
Yes.
They have given us an 1/8 of an acre at Vipingo. So we are asking deposit and stand a chance to win. These are some of the things we do to drive commercial value behind this kind of an investment.
So basically, in a nutshell, what we're trying to tell us is that the bank is trying to customize the kind of services, the kind of products that you guys are offering.
Yes, absolutely. Even the children. We have a kiddie zone.
Yes.
And we're selling our CAP account. And these young children are running to mom and dad and saying, I need an account. We have opened accounts here today. So we are catering for the entire ecosystem.
Yes, indeed. As you can hear, that's clearly the joy of the safari. Tell us that feeling. I'm sure you've attended this so many times.
We've attended it for the last 23 years. 20 years been supporting it. And that joy of our customers, the excitement, the ability even to incultivate in our children the habits of saving. Our customers to trade. I can tell you, Tony, when we live here, the property of land here, the cost of land here will not be the same. That's why we say we are here for the planet, first of all. Before the Safari Rally, we do a lot of tree growing and trying to make sure that we safeguard our environment. And even you can see the cleanliness around it. So first of all is to just tell Mother Nature, thank you. If it wasn't for this, the sleeping warrior, we will not be here globally. So to take care of our environment, to take care of Mother Nature. Second, after planet, we say, okay, the profit is that. But second is for the people.
True.
And when you look at, let's start with that, Joy, the businesses that are going on here, the ability to just come and chill and let go of the stress moment, you think that's for people. And then finally in the process, when we make money for our shareholders, you are our shareholders.
Of course.
Everybody's happy. That's it. That's why we exist. Thank you.
For people for better. I'm telling you the truth, like the local economy here, I can imagine they are reaping big.
Millions. Now, them it's millions. Because imagine if you go just across here, you will find eggs being sold. You will find smokies. You will find everything. And who is doing it? The MSME. So we are leaving money in the pocket of our people. That's my job.
So sports is not about just running and sweating. People are enjoying and putting a lot of money into their pockets because of the WRC Safari Rally, where KCB is indeed the king in sponsorship. Arocho.
It's true. And there's something that really excited me. It's about the environment. The fact that in a way we are interfering with the environment. But I'd like you to help me out here. Gishuru.
Yeah.
When you talk about restoring the environment,
Yeah.
once we are done with this session,
Yeah.
I'm meant to understand that the bank also has something to make sure that whatever we've destroyed
Yeah.
is restored.
Yeah.
The footprint, yeah.
So a couple of things we've done. Firstly, we've been planting trees together with schools for the last few months. So far, we've planted 3,000 trees. And I know today we talk about growing trees. That's why we've partnered with schools.
Yes.
Because the environmental clubs will take care of those trees. That's one way. Kengen donated 2,000 indigenous tree seedlings. So the planting of trees with schools continues. So that's the first thing we must do, give back to the environment in general. And then secondly, waste management. There's a lot of waste. So we've partnered with Safari Rally,
Yes.
WRC teams around waste management and collection. You will see a lot of people picking up
Yes.
trash.
Yes, true.
You'll also see a lot of bins at very strategic places all over with, well labeled. A bin for plastics, a bin for paper. So we are being mindful of leaving this place as we found it. So these are just some of the things that we have been doing.
Well, I'm being informed that
Yes.
on the other side, Carl Tundo is doing so well.
Yes.
When we started today, Carl
Yeah.
Tundo was placed the best placed Kenyan.
Kenyan, correct.
Was 16th, and now is 14th.
Yes.
Wow.
So while we're talking about business, Kenya is also performing on the other side.
Good.
That's true indeed.
Good.
And of course, the partnership that KCB has had with the government. I can imagine you cannot do this alone as the private sector.
Yeah.
But your partnership with the government has made this sport mind-boggling. How is your partnership with our government? And putting in mind that the CS this afternoon said they're thinking about
Yes.
getting the bid to extend Safari Rally after 2026.
Every year, like this year, we've been able to put on the table 209 million Kenya shillings. And then the second thing is to have a solid corporate governance that attract other corporates to come to the table and make this venture a commercial venture. And with that, government has been very instrumental, and the right person actually should have responded is Rosalind, because she sits in that committee to make sure things are done orderly in the right way, so that we can be able to motivate other corporates to come and invest in this venture. Because it cost this year around 900 million from a high of 2 billion.
Yes.
And so when people do things being mindful of the resources we have, then you will actually see other corporates join on. But allow me request Rosalind
Yes, please.
to actually elaborate what we have done. The one who sits in the board.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
So KCB is a member of the Oversight Committee.
Okay.
Together with the PS, he officiates the meeting. And we discuss the planning and the preparation.
Yes.
And we are also very privy to the budget and how it's being spent. So I think that level of transparency is good. It wasn't always there,
Okay.
but I really must thank the CS, the PS, and those in authority for giving us the visibility, because from a corporate governance perspective, as KCB, there are certain things we cannot involve ourselves in if there is no transparency and governance. So I think for me, we are on to a good path. And I think even the president did say at the flag off that he hopes the private sector can take this asset up. So if we demonstrate good governance, as Anastasia has said, it will attract more corporates to come on board. So ours is to say that we are committed, we are happy with the level of transparency and governance, and we invite other corporates to join us and to take it to greater heights. There is still much more opportunity for us as Kenya.
Indeed, true. I'm sure Anastasia would have said, the MD of KCB would have said that, forgot to say, 23 million has been given to 4 Kenyan drivers. And those drivers, of course, what Gishuru would have said as well, those drivers have been involved in planting of trees, the number that she mentioned. So the 4 drivers, of course, include Nikhil Sachania, Tinashe Gatimu, Karan Patel, and I'm forgetting another one. Why is that name going? But the 4 of them. Yes, my good friend Evans Yagi Kamis. Yes, part of the development that KCB has been in all these years that I've done motorsport since 2009. KCB, I found them in motorsport development.
Well, while we are talking about motorsport, I'd like also to hear from Gishuru. Moso, KCB is one of the few banks in this country that has really embraced sport. Because not only the rally, my darling soccer, where we have a very strong team there. We also have a team in volleyball.
Yes.
So basically, how does the bank balance all this?
So we are committed to sports. It's our platform to build affinity with the consumers, our stakeholders, our partners, our customers. And I think sports is a passion point for most people alongside music. I think those would be the 2 key passion points. So KCB has always been about sports. You're right.
Yes.
I know you're a big champion of football, but we have rugby.
Yes.
Volleyball. And we also have a very strong chess team.
Chess, I know.
Chess,
You know, when that time, sorry, I'll take you back. When I was still playing for KCB, we trained at the sports club. And there's these chess boards that were normally brought there. And I used to tell myself, I don't know how to play chess, but I used to tell myself that one day, KCB will be a powerhouse in chess. And it's true. The other day, I saw about 4 or 5 KCB chess players representing the country. Yes.
And it's a joy to see. And across all sports, especially rugby, a lot of them actually represent Kenya, the volleyball ladies. It's such an honor. Even our team managers have also managed the Kenya team.
Correct.
So we are a feeder, I would say. So I think now the pressure is that we keep doing more, doing better, bringing younger players in. I mean, there's so much to be done.
Indeed.
And the thing is to nurture talent.
The nurturing.
Honestly, if corporates don't come forward and nurture this talent the way it's done globally, then we will lose a lot. And that's why we normally say we are committed for the betterment of our people. If other corporates can come through, I'm telling you, this country is blessed, is adorned with sportsmen and women. The only challenge is that the level of investment to really nurture that talent is not where it's supposed to be. And if everybody can come onto the table and nurture this talent, trust me, Kenya will go places. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Anastasia Kimutai, the Managing Director of Kenya Commercial Bank Group. And of course, as well as Gishuru, for really making time. What's your message to the fans as we wind up, of course, this segment? Your message to the thousands of fans who have just now gone to watch the cars on the track.
First is to thank them most sincerely for turning out in huge numbers. By 6 a.m., the traffic was another thing. Second is to request them, let's have fun, let's enjoy. KCB is here for you. KCB is your undisputed #1 financial partner. We are the genuine, authentic partner for ground. Thank you.
Asante.
Oh my. I can't say more. We are for people, for better. This is a bank to be with.
If I'm asked, KCB Football Club is the best club in Kenya.
Absolutely.
I'm finished. There's no any other club.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Asante sana,
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thanks so much. Thank you for making time. We'll allow you to go and enjoy the car. And thank you also for making time really for our show, Sports Extravaganza. We shall come and enjoy the party. This, of course, will allow them to walk out of the set. Please, you're free, of course, to walk out of the set. And thank you for your time. Of course, you can just walk out of the set. It's okay.
Yes.
Remember, this is Sports Extravaganza. Right here, we are coming to you live in Kikope in a very special stage known as Sleeping Warrior. It is a stage, of course, where one of the drivers or many of the drivers have found themselves in a lot of trouble, but of course they are competing and enjoying themselves. Karan Patel is here, one of our star drivers. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get out of the situation, the fesh situation that he found in one of the stages in the WRC. However, we are proud of you, Karan. Patel. Of course, KCB will definitely be with you. I put KCB on the spot. They will stick around. Yes, on that. So we are proud of indeed for KCB for making for people for better. It is indeed awesome for them to really support our local talent here in the country. Of course, remember this show is coming to you courtesy of KCB Arocho. You've heard the stories from the horse's mouth.
Well, it's quite encouraging to
Yes.
hear from the top management.
Yes.
I normally tell myself that if several other corporates
Yes.
will embrace sports the way KCB Bank has embraced sports, then that deficit won't be there.
Yes.
Because I feel at times that the youth of this country just need somewhere to exhale. They need somewhere to try and be productive, more
Yes.
so in sports.
Yes.
So basically, another good job they've done this season. And as you can see,
I mean, clearly.
everybody is excited. Even people who don't know about motor racing.
Motor racing. They are here and they can speak about motorsport. I am super excited and I can see, of course, that joy is oozing from KCB. It's just natural. It's organic. Yani hii atawalazimishi ati wanalazimisha.
The way words are flowing out.
Zinatoka tu. Yani wanafanya tu vitu natural. This is great, of course, and that's why we partner with companies that indeed support talent. You've heard Arocho himself amejipigia debe hapa akasema alikuwa anapigia KCB. Tell us about that, Arocho bwana. Tuambie.
No, by the way, you know, some people look at me and don't really associate me with the game.
Yes.
In 1997,
Yes.
when KCB first came into the Premier League,
Yes.
before they were relegated,
Yes.
I was in that team with the likes of Tene Kilonzi, with the likes of the late Ezekiel Shikanda, the brother to Dan Shikanda. I had the opportunity to play with the likes of Mutiso. So basically, that is the team that came into the Premier League, and I was in that team. So that team, other than just being a fan of the bank, I'm normally attached to the team. I feel, and I hope and I believe that the top man, Mr. Russo, will be here.
Yes.
Because he is our patron.
Yes.
He is the patron of KCB Football Club. I'll try and ask him a few questions about the team, because the other day the bank was doing so well. We were topping the league, the first leg of the season. But now we're not doing well. KCB is around number 5. And I believe that those are the few teams that can do better than they are currently doing.
Indeed, of course. And some of us who, me and Arocho and I myself, chess was a problem. Sisi tunajua kucheza tu ajua na draft ya vipekee. But of course, as you've mentioned, KCB as such a powerhouse in chess. And definitely that just shows that indeed they support sports. And where a company supports sports, you will find Cape Media right there, because we are indeed the official media partners of KCB in this great WRC Safari Rally 2025. Arocho, you've had some of the drivers have retired early, our local drivers, and you've heard also from our international drivers. They are getting to the end of a section with worn-out tires, with whatever tires. Safari Rally is for an event that makes drivers always want to come back, but they have problems there. So it means wanapata shida, but wanataka tu kurudi tena.
I think it's one of the toughest courses in the world.
It is.
Look at the fact that initially when we were talking with the drivers,
Yes.
A good number of them have got punctures. They have got knocks here and there because of the course. And for me, I think this is what really brings out the sport. Because if the course is smooth and there are no challenges while you're driving, then that sweetness of rallying,
Yes.
of motor rallying will not come out. So the course is tough, and it's even getting tougher. The fact that it has rained.
It has rained now, it has
Yes,
made it very
yes.
interesting.
The fact that it has rained, I'm sure it's going to make the course even tougher. But I like the fact that last night, when they were going to rest, Toyota was doing so well.
Yes.
The first 2 positions were held by Toyota. And I believe that as we are going to finish today, we are going to assess the the drivers and the various
overall standing,
vehicles
yes.
who have made it.
Yeah, Hyundai and Toyota have been giving themselves a lot of competition. Ford are also just trying hapa na pale, but of course it's a two-horse race. Hyundai and Toyota, and of course remember Toyota, Kale Rovanpera, we have Takamoto Katsuta. You've had Arocho this afternoon in an interview by the CS Cabinet Secretary of Sports, Mr. Salim Vuria, this afternoon say that, and of course I've raised the question with the KCB, that indeed the government is willing to continue supporting this sport. Remember, we have a contract till 2026, but they're willing to go and speak with FIA, bid and ask for it to be held here in Kenya after 2026. That is something big, and of course that's something that we should be looking forward to. And KCB, I'm sure they should be salivating and looking forward to that particular extension of this particular bid of hosting.
Well, it's good news to Kenya because this is a global event, and basically it places us in a very strategic point as far as motorsports is concerned. But the challenges that come with hosting this event is financially, I think, is why the president, when he was flagging off the event, he said that the government is looking into ways of bringing in more private entities into the sport, because it is a colossal amount of money to sponsor and make sure that this event is a success. Yes. So I think it's just a wake-up call.
Yes.
The government is trying to tell the corporate world that, guys, you need to help us here so that we can make the WRC a success, not only in the first 5 years or so, but something that will go on and on in the calendar of this country.
And indeed, of course, I'm sure our viewer might be wondering, whenever there is some noise of some very much noise you're hearing, maybe distracting, those are helicopters, choppers of people who are landing and taking off at Sleeping Warrior. This is a very popular sport for most of the rally enthusiasts and most of the rally fans. So if you hear a lot of noise from the trumpets, from the vuvuzelas, just be sure either it is a helicopter landing and taking off, bringing people here. Cars are still coming to Sleeping Warrior here in Kenya. Most of you are wondering, where is Sleeping Warrior? It is in Kikopey. Unapita Naivasha, unateremuka, unakuja before you reach Lake Elementaita. Definitely you branch to your left if you're coming to Nairobi, unaingia hapa Sleeping Warrior. As such a magnificent, it's a tourist attraction place. Has the Sleeping Warrior itself. It's a topographic hill that has someone that looks like a warrior who is lying down. And then next to that Sleeping Warrior, there is that Lake Elementaita, very famous, of course, for the pelicans, for the flamingos. So as on top of that, Arocho, tourism is on a boost. Remember 20 drivers international, of course they come with an entire squad of support team, Arocho.
Well, it's true, and just to keep our viewer informed, is
yes.
that we are at Sleeping Warriors, which is has a course of 26.9 kilometers.
Yes.
And then once they leave here, because initially in the morning they started here.
Yes.
Then they moved to Elementaita, Soisambu, yes. And then they came back here.
Yes.
And now I think they're moving towards Elementaita.
Yes.
Then Soisambu, Elementaita is about 17.3 kilometers long.
Yes.
And then of course Soisambu is 28.97 kilometers.
So those are very long here.
Yes, it's a long stretch. So
yes.
I'm foreseeing yes. a lot of damages, for lack of a better word.
Yes.
Once again, as I said, it's because of the rain. I'm seeing a lot of damages while these vehicles will drive in here yes. to end the second day of WRC. Yes. And as they start tomorrow, I'm sure, other than the damages that we saw, the punctures that were experienced yesterday, yes. there will be more damages because of the rain and the coast.
The coast. Indeed, it's true. If you are joining us, we are coming to you live from one of the sections, popular sections in the World Rally Championship WRC 2025 here in Kikopey, definitely. And this is a place to be. Remember, we are bringing you all the information and all the statistics and results here on TV47. Remember, it's a partnership with Radio 47 and also Digital 47. Here in Nakuru County.
What I like about the place,
Okay.
the setting,
Yes.
even our guests,
Yes.
so natural.
I like
So natural.
very organic.
There is nothing.
At your sijui.
Welcome.
Karibu sana.
Welcome to the set.
Thank you.
Welcome to Sports Extravaganza. This is TV47, Radio 47 and Digital 47.
Thank you.
Tuambie wewe ni nani, umetoka wapi, unafurahia mashindano ya magari. Talk to us.
Please ask me easy questions.
That's
first
very,
of all.
Very easy.
That's a good question, of course. How is the experience so far here?
I'm
How are you
having
finding
so
it?
much fun. So much fun. Like, just even the rain. Like, I feel like that's the most rally thing ever.
Tell us about how did the rain find
First,
you?
like, we've all huddled up over here. Like, you know, like when you came in, there's like sections.
Yes.
There's like VIPs, like fancy people with different access. Then it rained and we were all the same. Like, you're all being rained on the same. The stage that was like private property was now shelter. It was so much fun. And I've dried up real quick. Like, we've been rained on. It was so fun. My legs are, I'm happy.
Well done.
Yeah.
Please tell us your name, of course, and your position and where you work as well. It's very important for our viewer.
Cool. My name is Wesley
Yes.
Orwoba.
Yes.
I work with the Coca-Cola company.
Wesley?
Orwoba.
Orwoba.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I work.
Karibu sana.
Thank you. I work with the Coca-Cola company. I'm part of the marketing team.
Welcome.
Yes, the
Asante.
Kenya marketing team.
Tell us, how significant is the Safari Rally to your business? You can imagine all these numbers. Najua hata sahi stock yako najua hata imeisha. How
Over.
important is this Safari Rally to you as a business? And of course as one of the vendors and in support of this event.
As a business, what's important to the consumers is important to us. So that's what it is. Like, this is priority. You see the hype, the excitement with the Kenyans, you know, and how, like, you can't, like, WRC is talked about maybe like 2 months, the whole year, you know, up until, and then after it's over, we're still talking about it. So it's at the heart of Kenyans. So anything that's at the heart of the Kenyans is important to us.
Yes.
Yes, because Coca-Cola is part of like Kenya's heritage. So we're very happy, and we get to partner with KCB.
Indeed.
Yeah, KCB has basically given us this platform and this opportunity, you know, through their sponsorship. So
Yes.
we get to work with them. We work with them even with like other things outside of WRC.
Yes.
So it's important. Now we get to collaborate and reach our consumers through this platform. They bring us all of these people, the excellent rally drivers who are representing Kenya. So it's just like on top priority of our list. Q1 of every year, WRC is like number one for us. Yeah.
Well done, well done. Otherwise, what do you think?
As a soft drink, initially, I think yesterday when we arrived here, it was quite hot. You've talked about your stocks running out.
Yes.
What else does it mean to the brand?
Okay,
you being here.
Our stock hasn't run out for sure.
I'm sure you have restocked. I'm sure you have restocked.
No, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Running out,
Like,
positive.
It's moving, yes, it's moving. So the good thing is, you see, we're out in the wild. So we're working with the vendors, all these guys. You see, everybody has come out here, and you've probably not come with enough of your own beverage.
Yes.
Yeah, so we bring the stock to the vendors. Like, we have them with us here in the wild. So all these vendors that we're working with, they come and they look for us, and they find a place to replenish and resell. And we work with them with special rates for this occasion.
Wow.
So it's good. It's a way, and then it's outside Nairobi. You know, a lot of things happen in Nairobi. This is an opportunity to partner with vendors outside of Nairobi in the Reef. It's good, it's vibrant. It gives us a connection point with our business partners.
Indeed.
Our trade partners. Yes,
and of course, your company doesn't only support motorsport. You are in football.
Yes.
You are in golf.
course.
You are in volleyball. You are in almost all the sports you can think about. How
do our
important
best.
is your brand being and of course making inroads in all this kind of sports? How important is that for your brand?
So the first thing is that like sports runs this country.
True.
In essence, like it's one of the pillars for Kenya. So for us, Kenya's heritage, Kenya's growth, Kenya's progress is highly reliant on sports, and that means Coca-Cola is highly reliant on sports for sure. So like we can't separate. Like just a month or less ago, we were at the Kenya Golf,
Yes,
the Magical Kenya Open. Yes, and we do our best to just make sure we're in all those spaces, even outside of sports. Then sports goes with hydration. I mean, look, everyone's drinking water.
Yeah, we're drinking you're having water.
I don't know why he doesn't want. Anyway, it's okay. I've healed, but like everybody's drinking water. You need, when you're doing high intensity activities, the kind of hydration you need is very different from your everyday.
Sure.
So you need a drink that is high on mineral content, so that you're replenishing as you're losing. When you're sweating, you drink the water. You don't feel the difference that much when you drink high quality, high mineral content water.
Yes.
So for us, just hydration is the number one for sports activities. And then there's all the breaks with refreshments. We're here, we're having meals. We're going to have sherehe later on in about an hour or so. Yeah, so with the meals, is there a meal without Coca-Cola? No. Is there a meal without, juice? When you're walking around in between, you're definitely drinking juice. You're drinking our Minute Maid. Yes, so we are in all those touch points. Later on, you'll need a mixer for your drink. Schweppes is there for you.
Yes.
So in any sports activities, we're there to hydrate, to refresh, and for you to enjoy your meals in between with Coca-Cola. Diani, you can't put us away. Us and sports.
You're always there.
We're there. Together.
And that's very true indeed, Arocho, because I know, as she says, Arocho says, it's not about just coming to watch rally cars. After this, there is an entire entertainment schedule at Sleeping Warrior. We will not be sleeping. There is no warrior who will be sleeping. Tell us about the Tell us about that experience.
I hear Saru is performing. I hear like all KCB customers, they're all gathering here. Hey, we're ready.
I like your energy.
We're ready.
What do you tell those fans who are still?
We have your mixers, your tonic. We are ready.
Tunapiga sherehe hapa nikimaliza tu kazi hapa kwa hii show. Mimi niko kwa sherehe na DJ Vale.
Because this is like my last interview. After this
you're leaving.
Nakupata
on stage.
As you can actually clearly hear from her, just besides doing business, she's here to have the full experience like any other fan. Even us, as journalists, as presenters from TV47, we are not only just presenting, we are having an interaction with the sport and with the fans and with what the vendors are giving us, Arocho.
And once we are done, just a reminder, we are moving over to the other side.
I think, are we, again, tomorrow we're not here, we're here, to that's the Hell's Gate, tomorrow again,
Basically, it's a weekend to have fun.
And do people know we have to be on ground by 7 a.m.? By 6? Do people know that we're here by 6?
By the way, we were here
by 4. We were inside here, seated like this, by 4 a.m.
Yes. For you to enjoy this fun, you have to be here by 4.
You guys are here by 4.
Yes.
Us are here by 6. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 in the morning. KCB wametuweza. But
wametupatia all the reasons.
I am grateful.
This is great. Remember, if you are joining us, this is Sports Extravaganza right here in the Sleeping Warrior. We are not sleeping. No warriors are sleeping. The warriors are waking up. One of the sections of the WRC Safari Rally 2025. We are the official media partners of the KCB WRC Safari Rally. And of course, the partners who are making this event successful, Coca-Cola, Asanteni.
Thank you very much.
Sana. your parting shot to anyone who's still thinking, can I go to Naivasha? What do you tell them? Tell them something wherever they are. Wamekwama hapa Nakuru na hapa na wakuje.
Come through. The party is just starting. You've already seen the cars. You've already seen Kenyan rally drivers representing us. That's part 1. Part 2 now is for refreshment, sherehe. Schweppes is ready to give you all the chasers. I know you guys have bought your drinks. We have your chasers. Bashinanza, Saru is performing. I like Saru. And also, what's the name of the guy? Brida, I think. Anyway, we have
musicians are in the house.
Party. Yeah, so come through. The party is just starting.
I know, of course, our colleagues Ali Kauleni, Lucky Eriano, are on standby in studio in Nairobi.
Just stick there.
Just stick around. Nataka tuwarushie baadaye kule. Of course, I'm sure I saw they'll be talking to the CEO of FKF.
Yes. It will be a very interesting interview because I think this is the first radio interview that Ndege is having. Yes. And I believe that the sky is the limit for the current federation. Look at the results that have come their way. The ladies team won a very tough match in Tunisia. The national team did not win yesterday or this week, early this week, against when they were playing against Gambia. But we saw resilience. That is something that has been lacking in our team for some time now.
I didn't know.
So I believe that the current regime has brought some fresh breath into the game, and I believe that God is not going to let us just perish. Tomorrow Harambee Stars is playing against Gabon. It might not be a very important match in terms of qualification, but for me it's an important match because this is the first match we are playing in almost 2 years at home, and this is the first match McCarthy is being the national team coach at home. And I've liked the response. I was just going through the ticketing at Nyayo.
Tickets out, bwana.
The VVIP 10,000 shillings.
Kwisha. Sasa sitakaa wapi?
The VIP pia imekwisha. So basically guys are now scrambling for the regular ticket which go for 300 shillings. And mark you, there is no sale of tickets tomorrow. Today, if you don't, those are the rules. There is no sales of tickets at the stadium. I think the federation has done a very
wonderful job to
so that whoever is going to the stadium, the main business is watching ball. And I'd like to urge the fans to move in earlier. Let's not wait for round 2. Is when all of us are scrambling. Let's be there very early as 1. Let's have celebrations in the stadium. Let's warm up in that stadium. So that by the time the boys are coming out, the fans are psyched up and we are ready to beat Gabon.
Let me tell you, myself and Arocho, after Hell's Gate tomorrow,
chopper.
With our Subarus, the choppers. So right now we are taking a very short Subaru break. We'll take a very short break. But remember, we are coming back with some of very important officials from KCB. Some drivers will bring them here who are participating in this particular competition. We also have some CEOs we are hosting, of course, who are part of this WRC Safari Rally 2025. We're taking a very short break. Arocha and I will be back in a few. Don't go away.
Our world is changing every day, and so should we, for the better. Each week, we tackle the big why, the question that should be on everyone's minds. Why isn't this fixed yet? Deforestation, global warming and the adverse effects of climate change. The future isn't just something that we inherit, it's something that we create. Join us on The Green Fix as we tell the stories of those who refuse to give up. When it comes to fixing the planet, there is no time to waste. Join me, Shiksha Arora, on Thursdays at 9 p.m. on The Green Fix as we look into the big why, you and I.
For comprehensive information and education on your health, Body Garage is here.
Don't allow anyone to pluck out your good tooth as long as it is strong and stable.
Cancer doesn't start today and you get the symptoms tomorrow. By the time you pick it or the time it is manifesting in you, probably will be there about 5 to 10 years.
The eye is the window to the rest of the body.
Don't forget to stay hydrated.
And of course, you at home do take your water.
So the ultimate test is actually you check your urine. Your urine should be clear.
Clear like the water?
Yes. Should be able to see the other side of the urine. If your urine is colored or has changed color, you cannot see the other side, then you have not taken enough water.
Don't forget regular health checkups. Early detection saves lives.
I want the message be, we can prevent cervical cancer. We prevent cervical cancer in several ways. You have young girls and even somebody who's above that age, you can pay at least every 3 years. Somebody should have a pap smear done.
If you are 40, 45, 50 going upwards, once a year, please go see a doctor. Yeah, it's just for normal routine maintenance.
Hey there friends, welcome to Kids on the Block, where fun and imagination come alive. We dive into magical world filled with exciting adventures and awesome friends.
What position were you in?
I was number 2.
What position were you?
Number 1.
He decided to cross the bridge by his house and look for food on the other side.
We're going to do half cup of chocolate chips, and the other one, we're going to do half cup of the blueberries.
So, grab your imagination hats and get ready to explore with us. Join us every Saturday at 9 a.m. for new friends, amazing stories, and tons of laughter.
Jiunge nasi tunapoangazia safari za viongozi bora. Kutoka kwa ushindi mkubwa hadi masomo magumu.
Wakati wetu kwamba wasichana si wa kusoma, ni wa kuolewa, ng'ombe ipatikane, wazazi wakuwe watajiri.
Tunashughulikia yote.
I wish I were a better investor.
My parents taught me how to look for things for myself.
Tazama Mfahamu Kiongozi, ambapo kila kipindi kimejaa maarifa, mikakati na hadithi za kukuza azma yako.
For me to succeed, I have to fight.
Kila Alhamisi saa 1:30.
Our world is changing every day, and so should we, for the better. Each week, we tackle the big why, the question that should be on everyone's mind. Why isn't this?
Welcome back. This is Sports Extravaganza special edition. Tuko Sleeping Warrior. Hatulali leo. Warrior wameamka. Yeah, we are here of course in one of the sections in the WRC Safari Rally 2025. My name is Tony Kwalanda. Of course, Sports Extravaganza is in collaboration with Mikiki ya Sport, and that's why Fred Arocho ako in the house. Arocho, unasikia hata ngoma polepole zimeanza kupanda.
Guys are warming up. I think the DJ is just making sure that everything is set.
Yes.
Because after this session,
moto
kutachimbika.
And talking about kuchimbika, I have two kuchimbika gentlemen over here. Bonke na Freddy anapiganga shughuli ya kuchimba content na kutengeneza ile mambo motomoto for KCB. They create all the hula baloo, the noise, the atmosphere, the texture, the tone on their socials. Bonke na Freddy wako hapa. Tuanze na Bonke.
Yes.
Bonke amedunga Arafat. Karibu kwa show Bonke.
Asante.
Hii unaonaje hii experience ya rally unaionaje? How long have you covered it? Do you enjoy it?
To be honest, for me this was expected.
Yes.
Nilijua event itakuwa noma. Yeah, I saw it from the beginning. The moment we started the campaign. Nilijua inaenda kuwa kitu kali. And you can see for yourself.
Imekupatia content. Tuambie what kind of content you do, of course, where you do, how you do it. And of course hapa najua una content mingi mpaka 2032.
So yeah, of course hata nimekuwa huko nje, nimeangalia vile traffic.
Kuna kaje huko?
Bro, magari kuna msafara. Wanakuja kukuja. Bado ndo sherehe sasa inataka kuanza. Sherehe bado haijaanza, sherehe inataka kuanza.
There is no sleeping here with
Hakuna kulala.
Warriors are not sleeping tonight.
After party ndio inataka kuanza saa hii. So for me, the kind of content I create, I'm a storyteller. So basically I tell stories around events that I attend. And for this particular one, niko hapa on behalf of KCB. Najaribu kutela story venye hii sherehe itakuwa in a few minutes, 3 minutes, I give you a total breakdown ya vile WRC imekuwa. So just a breakdown. I summarize the whole experience.
Indeed.
But in a very captivating way.
Well done. Well done. And of course, Marosha nauliza of course maswali, but mimi I'm very interested. Of course, Freddy yourself as well. What kind of content do you produce? Na hii Safari Rally venye umeanza pia wewe. What are the unique things you picked or the videos that are really causing a lot of buzz kwenye mitandao?
Okay, for me, this is actually my first time here, and I'm so happy. Nimeplagiwa hapa na Bonke. Yeye ndio event connoisseur. Akatuambia nyinyi ni maboys wangu, lazima tupige. Yes. I'm here today. Actually nimecapture so much good content. The cars, kwanza nimependa vile mvua imenyesha kidogo hivi. There is so much, the mud, the cars in the mud. Inakaa vizuri sana, inakaa dope. And I think people are going to love. Okay, for me personally, I do content around fashion. Hata leo umeona nimevaa hapa kama
umedunga ki rally suit fulani hapo na
ni kama mimi ndio naenda.
Umetoka tu kwa cockpit ya ki Toyota hivi.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Nice. So you have a cloth line or something?
I can't say I have a cloth line, but I have an online store. But at the same time, I dress artists.
You dress. So if I would like you to dress me,
yes,
what do I do?
Well, we can communicate after this. I share you my page. You see the work I've done before, and then maybe from there we can.
So you have a tailor or somebody. What do you mean you dress someone?
Yes. Okay, I have to know first what you wear personally, so that from what you wear or from what you like, I get a sample, and then I bring in my own style, so that we collaborate on the same, and then we come up with a particular style that you can get to style maybe to an event like today.
What story do you have? Umefika hapa Naivasha. What is the story?
Na umeona penye watu wamevaa. Hapa nimeona watu wamevaa nguo mingi ya aina mingi. Kuna ile nguo ya kufunika vitu zote, kuna ile nguo ya kufunika vitu zote, na kuna nguo ya kufunika
nimeona all kinds of styles zenye watu wamevaa today, and I can say that people have turned out very good, because mimi personally advocate for good style when you go somewhere, because mimi I've gone to places whereby good style imeniingisha without just talking. Inakuingisha tu. With good style kama leo wasee wametana hapo wamevaa vizuri sana, msee amevaa tu kirali tu, amevaa kirali.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. Kwalanda, this shows the dynamics around the industry. Yeah, now, other than just guys watching the rally, you see the young generation have also come up with a way of dressing.
Yeah, fashion.
Yeah, for me, it is just another avenue, I'm a channel, to create employment.
That's it, exactly.
Am I right?
Because like today, I can say that I came with Bonke. There's also other friends of ours we came with. We also have to make sure that tumestyle tu, tumetafuta vitu mbili tatu hivi. Tukiingia kwa ground, at least watu wakituona hivi, wanasema mmevaa very uniquely hivi na hivi.
So what does this WRC mean for you? Other than you, mambo ya racing, the young generation, the Gen Z, if I may call you so.
Yes.
What does it mean for you? Wewe kama, I'd like to call you an entrepreneur.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm happy to be here because I've networked with people I didn't know that I can get to meet them. Like right now, plan next week, there's some content I'm shooting with a certain brand. So imenipea the good network to at least meet new people when I can get to work with in the industry.
Okay.
Wonderful.
The storytelling part.
Yeah.
Unaikwaje, unaanza tu story ama how does it connect with the young generation, the youth?
Well, first of all, the footage that I collect, kuna story behind it. So kwa kila kitu nasema kuna footage inaambatana nayo. So for me, it's just to experience the event, tell the story from my perspective. Wale watu hawajaweza kukuja wapate the whole feel from my narration. Alafu my youth wanasikiza stories zangu sana. Kama tumekuwa tukipushi campaign for quite some time, na uko nje nimepatana hata na watu wananiambia Bonke, angalia screenshot ile video ulifanya, uli advertise Sleeping Warrior, ndio sisi tumekuja, niliforwardia boyfriend yangu ndio tumekuja na yeye. Inafanya pia na feel kumbe content inasonga, ina reach watu.
Which is your biggest platform?
My biggest platform is TikTok and Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah.
TikTok and Instagram. The young generation.
The young, that's where life is right now, and we cannot ignore that. That's the truth, right?
Yeah.
Very true.
and of course, share with us where you are, what you do. Of course, I know Arocho was asking you, what is your close line, what are you doing? There are young ones out there who are just thinking rally is about coming to have party, but it's about making connections. So share what you do so I can know indeed. Wewe uko biashara, you're securing your future.
Yeah, actually true. So I've actually majored on Instagram.
Yes.
But I'm growing numbers on TikTok also. But on Instagram you can find me at _radioofficial. That's my official Instagram handle. That's why I post my content every week. I have to share a few videos about how to style, how to any event that I've visited. I have to at least ensure that I've shared different kinds of styles that people have worn, so that I can at least inspire somebody out there.
Well done, well done. Bonke yourself. There are young people out there. I mean, the economy here. Sisi tulifika hapa, tukastop pale Kikopei.
Yeah.
Tukalipa ushuru ya chakula. Tumelala Kikopei. Tumetumia watu wa ndudhi. Tumenunua maziwa kwa maduka za watu. The economy here, I'm sure vijana wamenufaika, mama wamenufaika, wazee kitu wamenufaika.
Of course, the economy is booming. I really wish, unajua nyinyi mko hapa ndani kwa desk. I really wish mngeenda nje, ujione kwenye watu wanafanya biashara. Huko pia watu ni wengi, magari zimejaa. Na kuna vendors wengi, watu wamekaa, wengine wanauza kuratina. Yes. Wengine wanauza kuna lori fulani nimeona imepaka hapo kando imejaa ni kama kaduka but ni lori. Like a mini lori but iko na kila kitu. It's like a mini mart.
Ka supermarket on wheels.
Iko na ringos, iko na chumvi, iko na soda. Alafu hapo kando kuna mjama mwingine anauza nyama choma. Like business is booming hapa nje.
Watu wako biashara.
Wako biashara mbaya sana.
Wanapiga shughuli.
Hiyo traffic, they're taking advantage of that traffic. Alafu I met someone Wanduzi ananiambia between asubuhi na saa hii ametengeneza 7,000 already.
Hey.
What? That is serious. Utuanduzi kawaida unanga 500 baadaye. Yaani unasema amemaliza mwezi. Sahi ni for 20.
For 20 nilipata naye saa 8.
So jamaa anakaribia juu.
Anakaribia 15,000 sahi tukiongea maybe. Kwa sababu sasa unajua pia kuna mvua. Hike kidogo.
Amepandisha bei.
Amepandisha.
But what can you tell the young generation? I appreciate the young generation, but also we need people who can inspire them to do business. Wewe kama kijana ambaye you've decided not just to sit and complain. What can you tell the young generation, wale ambao ni age mates wako ambao wanadhani tu job ni ofisi?
Bro, hakuna shortcut, ni kujituma. Kujituma. Ukiona opportunity, grab the opportunity. Sasa watu wako wengi. This is an economy. Watu wametoka Nairobi na do. Wameingia Naivasha kuspend. Watu wamekuja kumwaga do. Tafuta kitu hata kama utauza kite. Uza kite, kuna watoi huko fly kite. Uza whatever you can.
Yani we do something.
Do something. Do something. Now it's not just in Naivasha. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. I'm sure there's a niche unaweza jaribu uchukue hapa na pale ushikanishe vitu 2-3 and come up with something that makes sense. A product that you can sell to people. Na watu watabuy. People are always willing to buy. Watu wako na spending power hapa nje. It's just that people don't know. But guys have money out here.
Hawajiamini.
Wewe hapo nje uone magari zimepaka hapa kwa parking bro. Ford manini.
Watu wanataka kitu ya kununua.
Watu wanataka kitu ya kuspend pesa.
Hataki kurudi na do wamekuja nayo.
Uliza mavenda zote hapa hawa wanatengeneza do mbaya.
Wamekuja biashara.
Wamekuja biashara. Guys are making money while wengine wamekaa wakingojea the perfect opportunity. There is no perfect opportunity. Ni wewe
kuifungua.
Uwe na ujitume.
Umenibamba sana.
Pretty good ya kwanza. Na of course KCB ni bank.
Yeah.
Yule jamaa ameunda 7,000 najua ameinteract na watu wa KCB. So unajua hata besides hiyo pesa anakuanga ameweka hand to mouth. Sasa najua anaweza ndaka kufungua account. Nyinyi kama mayangins unaambia nini mavijana? Wakiunda hii pesa of course KCB pia inakuanga na financial literacy ya kueducate my youngsters, my Gen Z. Ambia mavijana afungue account bana.
Mavijana sasa unajua shida nyingine ya vijana sasa hii. Manze vijana hawataki kufocus on build like kijana anasema alienda shule hadi alimaliza shule yako kupata job, hataki kufocus on yeye mwenyewe ajijenge personally because mimi I can tell somebody that ukiweza amua kujifanyia self employment on something that you are good at na ufanye ka investment pale vile umesema hapo, ashike ka KCB kake hapo afanye mambo yake, hata ukitengeneza tao ama tao 2 per day unasonga mbele.
Bonke. Ambia watu wafungue account.
Yeah, for me tunaweza sema
pesa kwa mattress.
Watu waache kuweka pesa kwa mattress.
Wakae na KCB watawajengea na watawapatia opportunities za kufungua vitu mingi. KCB ni global. Waambie.
Let me say something. I don't think there is any bank yenye na believe na my youth kama KCB.
Yeah, true.
The other day tumekuwa na project. It was a musical workshop.
Yes.
Tumeleta wasanii wote wa Abanton pamoja. Akina Tips, akina anaitwa nani? Sean MMG ama Mandi wote wataperform hapa leo.
Yes.
So it was a campaign ya kuonyesha tu KCB iko na vijana and they care about the youth. So I believe KCB iko na the young people at heart. What the young people need to do is just take advantage of these opportunities. Kuna accounts sahi products kadhaa KCB imefungua inasukuma zenye zina support vijana na whatever they do. So kama umeanzisha biashara usiweke do kwa mattress. You have to put that money somewhere so that it can generate income for you. Na circulate tu. Unajua pia ukiweka do kwa mattress we know what happened.
Mimi hata hapo
kuna nini?
Mimi hapo naweza ongezea hata unajua naekanga pale KCB kidogo hivi napewa ka advance. Na kuwa kama mtani unajua anahitaji kitu kidogo.
So yeah, KCB kuna opportunities mingi za vijana. Watu wajitokeze wafungue accounts na KCB.
Kweli.
Kwa sababu KCB ndio future ya the youth. Tuliongea pia nimepata opportunity ya kuongea na MD akanipatia vision ya KCB na my youth and I'm happy. They now wanna put more effort on the youth and let me tell you in the next few months utaona something very serious ya my youth yenye inakama.
Arocho unaona mazuri.
So nice, very encouraging.
Yeah.
Very encouraging.
And actually I liked it that the fact that KCB imeleta artists wenye walikuwa na library in the industry pamoja. The same thing Bonke amesema. Very good thing.
Yeah.
Buda mmenibamba sana, mmenibamba sana. Agenzi. Mmenibamba.
Si pia ni mafanzo wetu tunashukuru. Arocho tunapatana neema sehemu.
Kama sehemu fulani. Hapana, hiyo sehemu hewani yetu.
Hatuwezi kwa meza. As influencers we work for different brands. Hatuwezi taja kila brand hapa. But mimi na Arocho kuna mahali.
Wanajua.
Asante kwa Dondi.
Asante kwa Dondi. Kwa naye boxing Tuesday
tuko ndani.
Every first Tuesday of the month. Si upatana naye mahali watu wanakata na maride.
Si football peke yake. Wana punching pia.
Tuko mahali.
Boxing ya Kibombe. Si ati ni boxing ya Kibombe.
Mwambie boxing ya Kipang.
Ya Kipang
Buda.
Mindo
paka kuna mzungu anafai.
Hiyo kitu tunagwa sherehe Nairobi. Mimi ndo naambia watu mali sherehe iko.
Na hujaniambia Arocho.
Hiyo sasa.
Inaiva.
Mimi nimeletwa leo. Nimeplagiwa.
Shukrani sana Arocho.
Asante.
Bonke. Top shota.
Kalanda.
Ni watu wangu.
I tell you.
Wewe unapiga top shot.
Sijaona mkifanya mabaga.
Hiyo inakuja.
This is Sports Extravaganza. We are coming to you live from Sleeping Warrior, Arocho and myself. Remember, we are the official media partners of KCB here at the WRC Safari Rally. We are situated at Sleeping Warrior here in Kikopey in Nakuru County. I know we are preparing for a very short break. Najua watu wanapanga mbili tatu, but Arocho, what I've picked from them is yani wamekuja ku make connections. Yani wame-interact. Freddy amekutana na MD, ameongea naye, Bonke ana brush shoulders na wadosi wa KCB wa serikali. Hebu imagine hiyo singo. Na mtu anafikiria ati watu walikuja huku rally atijui kufanya nini. Watu wana make connections.
Buda, mimi wote napenda na hawa vijana. You know, people might look at them, the Gen Zs, as what to distract him. There's a lot of positive within Gen Zs. Umemsikia vile anaongea. The fact that he can come here, make content, to tell story to people who are not here. Basically, the guy is the link between the people who are not here and what is happening here. So mimi nimebambika naye sana. And young men nazidi ku encourage. I have a son more or less his age. I normally tell him that you are the driver of your life. Wewe ndio uta make success yako ama wewe ndio unajichapa. By the time unafika 50, I normally tell my son, if you not have made money, ni wewe ulilima vibaya.
Kweli.
Lakini ikiwa make dough, is just you're now reaping from what uli make. But I'm happy that the interaction here is not only for the wale 50 plus.
Yes.
Welcome, ingia tukae. In all generations wanna blend hapa. Now it makes the fun even better.
Indeed. And of course you've seen the little one, the young one here.
Yes.
This is a family event. This is a family event. As you can see, children of course are enjoying the Safari Rally. They're enjoying the company here at the KCB Den at Sleeping Warrior in Kikopey. That's why unaona wamekuja kuenjoy. Kuna children's park mahali. Nimeona bouncing castle, nimeona vitu za watoto. Yani hapa wewe unaweza acha watoto waende wapige kitu kwa PlayStation, alafu wewe kuja tu upige sherehe hapa. That is what it means by being at the KCB Den here at the WRC Safari Rally 2025, where we are here. Tuko hapa mpaka kesho jioni. In fact, sherehe inapigwa leo usiku. Tutakuonyesha tu kidogo, juu hataki kupatia kila kitu. Arocha tuweza kupatia kila kitu leo.
Wanagusishwa tu. Wanagusishwa tu. Kidogo tu.
Let me tell you. Of course, remember we are here as an entire team. Just before we go for that very short break, We are here for the entire time. Remember, until tomorrow, when is the final day. Arocha naambia tutaendelea tu. Tomorrow is the final day, is the big day, is the D-Day, when we shall be knowing who amongst the top drivers in the WRC will be taking home the most coveted trophy in the 14-leg WRC calendar. Itakuwa Kalle Rovanpera, itakuwa Takamoto Katsuta, itakuwa Thierry Neuville, itakuwa Elfyn Evans, itakuwa Gus Grismuth, itakuwa Munster, itakuwa Fomo, itakuwa nani katika hii WRC. Tomorrow at Hell's Gate, Arocho, myself, the entire squad here. Let me just, of course, before we continue, let me appreciate the entire squad here. We have Arocho weza wataja pia nikiwasahau.
Yes.
Tuko na makamera person hapa hivi. Come one of them, Christina amepiga shughuli pale. Niko na kijana barobaro hapa Arocho anakuangalia.
Yes, niko hapa nyuma. Yani, we are a total of 20 plus.
An entire squad of 20 plus. With an entire outside broadcasting unit. Kubwa is the only machine in the middle of the den.
Hey, pale. It's the machine.
That is transmitting
the entire system is here.
Yes.
Yani hapa we can produce both radio and TV moja kwa moja na digital.
Na inafanyika live kama kawa, kama dawa. Of course tuko na Inonda director wangu, tuko na of course Stanley Nyarigita producer. We have an entire, of course, our drivers who are ensuring that our transport managers are taking us here and there. Also our groundsmen who are ensuring this. Our digital team are also here. The entire squad from Cape Media is situated here. Now tunaendelea na shughuli ni moto kabisa. We have been joined, Arocho.
Yeah, we've been joined here by Judith Sidi Odhiambo, Group Head Corporate and Regulatory Affairs. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
What is the feeling? Umeingia hapa, you've seen what is happening here.
Yes.
What is your take? Because tumekuwa hapa na the other team.
Yes, from
We'd
the
like
KCB,
also to hear from you. We've talked with Kim
We
Tai.
talked to Kim Tai.
We were here with Gisheru.
Yes.
So first and foremost, what is your take here?
So we have been here for the past, we have been here at WRC for the past two days.
Yes.
And one of the things that we are doing as KCB is to make sure that we do sustainability in the way we run the rally.
Yes.
So we have been looking at waste management.
Yes.
How do we make sure that, because we have many people in all these places where we are doing the events, how do we collect all this rubbish and make sure that we can recycle and make products out of it? So that's what we are doing during these days here. So we have the young people that we are working with who are here in Naivasha, called Seneca. They are part of our customers at Naivasha branch.
Yes.
And they are young people.
Yes.
So they are helping us to do this project in terms of collecting all the rubbish that is going to be disposed of here from all our competitive stages in Naivasha.
Tell us more about the waste recycling.
Yes.
Once whatever we have consumed here is picked,
Yes.
where is it placed? You've talked about an organization in Naivasha that is doing all that.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
So what is happening is that one of the things that we are doing is to create awareness with the public about coding of bins. So if you look everywhere that you go, you'll see we have the 4 color-coded bins.
Yes.
So we have the blue, we have the red, we have the black, and also the green. So these 4 color-coded bins are supposed to, each waste is supposed to be put in each of those bins. And so what we have done is to make sure that we have explained clearly what kind of waste should be put inside there. And then they are also walking around collecting them. So we have people who are taking sodas, they are taking juice, we are taking packed food. So collecting all of them. So whatever is paper is being put aside, whatever is plastic is being put aside. So they will do a sorting. And once they sort, then they are going to decide what kind of products they can make out of each of the items that have been disposed of.
Wow, so the recycling most likely is going to produce another
Yes, another product.
Wow.
It can produce a table like this.
Wow.
Yeah, it can produce those stirring sticks we use when you go to Java, you know.
Wow.
We can produce for you those cushion pillows which you sit on in your house, you know. Yeah, so all those things are done out of recycled materials.
Falanda, other than the fun, I think there's another industry here.
Yes, there is. Yes.
There's an ecosystem around here where, as you can see, the recycling, and then of course that one is going in a product that's being used by one of the vendors who's supporting the rally. That is powerful. That is significant. So sport basically is not even about just sport. It's an entire munasaidiana, all these things. How is that to your, of course, your organization?
Of course, one of the things that we do as an organization is to make sure that we run our business in a sustainable manner. So as an organization itself, we have 4 areas we look at. We look at the financial aspect.
Yes.
We look at the environment. We look at the social. Social aspect means the community where we live. And then we also look at the economic. Economic is what role are we playing in the bigger economy of the country. Other things that we do apart from the waste management in this rally is that we have been planting trees with schools here in Naivasha to create awareness with the young people, you know, about the importance of conservation even as you enjoy the rally, the importance of conservation even as you go out and have fun, and of course learning also about waste management. So we have taken advantage of that to plant trees in schools. And every branch in Naivasha here has done 1,500 trees in each of the schools.
Wow.
And so far we have done 3,000 trees. That was the target.
Yes.
But the bigger target for this year for KCB itself is 1.5 million trees.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Falanda, I think this is a very noble venture.
Yes.
And I think more of guys should be coming in to support this. I think me and you, we can also be part of this because it's a noble venture, and anybody who has benefited from nature should of course come out and support such a noble venture.
Indeed, that's true. And of course, just welcome back. It's good to see you. Karibu sana Sports Extravaganza. Of course, we're also just engaging Sid about it. And just before, there was a question I just wanted to ask before we engage her. The development that KCB has put in the growth of motorsport in Kenya, I think people don't really understand the amount of effort you've actually put in putting motorsport where it is right now. Maybe just take this opportunity to just in a nutshell just explain to them how much you've really put into motorsport.
So for us, KCB, we are very proud that today WRC is actually back in Kenya. We know that when we took it up, at that time we had lost that opportunity to participate internationally. And so there were a lot of things that the bank has done, working with, of course, the local partners, working with the federation, working with the government, just to make sure that we can bring it back to where it was before, when everybody would go out for these 4 days and enjoy this rally across the country. So we are very happy that today we are back to that status once more. Yes. And what we are hoping is that it will enable the country to advertise itself to the world on what it has.
Yes.
And how people can come and enjoy the beauty of Kenya.
So what I'm understanding, Falanda,
yes,
is that KCB is looking at this thing more or less in a 360 degree. Other than what we are seeing there, the vehicles that are battling it out there, this event is touching each and every area of the economy or of the ecosystem. She's talking about the school planting trees.
There you are.
Earlier, we talked to Gisheru, who told us that the vendors are also benefiting. So basically, it's a 360 kind of approach.
Indeed, of course. And you can weigh into that as well, into that entire benefits of the ecosystem. Because if you can involve schools, that means you put the community here. It means now even the locals, this farm or land belongs to the community or to someone. You have roped them into that. And of course, sport is no longer just on that. Now it has cut across even not only in a community, but across borders. People now know about Sleeping Warrior in Tagatikichi in Japan. I'm just looking for a name. So definitely, KCB, this is so immense for you, and I'm sure that's something you can tell us more about. What do you think about the efforts and the successes?
Yeah, I think for us the biggest success, you know, back then it was really about, you know, you do a big event, people come and have fun, and that's it. But what we've really taken care of is trying to look at how we can impact more people through this. Judith has talked widely about the sustainability aspect, the planting trees with the schools. There's what we are doing with business people. So a lot of the business people you see here are locals from Naivasha and businesses from Naivasha, most of them. One of the things you'll also see in the rally tomorrow is that we have beneficiaries from our Tujiajiri Foundation program who will be coming to set up as well, which will be amazing. One of the things we've planned, I know today has rained, the rain has really shown us things. People are saying it has, Sleeping Warrior has shown us its true nature.
Yes.
But we plan to put up a concert, a mini concert, around 2 hours. And it's really understanding that, you know, rally and motorsport is the #1 sport in Kenya. And it's talking to everybody. So here you'll find people in their 50s, but you're finding young guys, 18, 15, really having a good time. So the mini concert is really about providing a great platform for young creatives to come and showcase their talents. We've partnered with a young producer, Motif, who has brought together a number of artists to put together some content for us. And today is just the showcase, just to show what it is that we want to do. Last year, we partnered with he's called Job, Home 254, and we worked with him for him to create a unique line for rally, which people are still, I've actually seen so many people today wearing, you know, the Home 254 KCB Rally limited edition. And we're looking for a lot more of those collaborations. So it's not really about us talking about the brand and saying, oh, KCB is here, but there's a lot more impact and really creative ways we can engage with people. Yeah.
Indeed. And of course, this event has created employment, a lot of opportunities. Some of them that, of course, saa hii jioni tunangoja ma-artist wapige sherehe. Hiyo ni pesa mfukoni. DJ, pesa mfukoni. MC, pesa mfukoni. I'm just mentioning just a 16th of the employment opportunities we've created.
Yes, we do. Even when you look at our tree growing,
yes.
We are purchasing these seedlings from women groups. Again, so we are reaching out again within the community. And then also just making sure that even these trees will grow to maturity, making sure that the schools program, your 4K clubs, your environment clubs, agriculture clubs are going to make sure that those trees thrive to maturity. Then we also, within the same, we are also working with the schools to do an art competition. So that also will create much more awareness with the kids in the lower primary, whereby they will imagine and paint. What does it mean when I'm saying my environment has been taken care of? How should it look like? So that will be part of the competition that they're already working on, and we shall be giving prizes to some of those students who will do well sometime next week. So we have made sure as much as possible everybody has been included and is part of that 360 that we have talked about.
Indeed. And of course,
very impressive.
Just before Arocho, you ask, let me just also drop this one here. The women who are participating in the WRC, Pauline Shegu, who has been a journalist like us, with Lynette Ayuko, Tinashe Gatimu, of course together with the mother, Carol Gatimu, KCB sponsoring Tinashe amongst those other 4 drivers, top drivers that are representing Kenya in this event, is of course a clear indication and direction that KCB is taking in terms of encouraging women and ladies and girls to participate in anything that they can do and put their hands to make their life better.
Yes, as a bank, as a hand over to Kata, we do have the program we call Flame, which is a female-led made enterprise product that we normally have for our customers, but ladies. And this program is what also has enabled us in everything that we do. We ensure that we bring in the component of gender under it. How do we support women under this program so that they're also not left out, but we make sure that they're also included. So even as everybody else is benefiting economically from it, we ask ourselves, are the women also benefiting from this program? How can we make sure that we include them? How can we support them so that they can also participate? They are going to be the future drivers.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Kinapoli and Shegu are the role models of some of the young girls we are having today, that even them, they can also be able to participate. But Nkaza can tell us more, but basically as a bank we do look at overall at the gender perspective in every activity or initiative that we do.
Yeah, I think focusing on women is a big agenda for us. Judith has mentioned Flame. You know, there was quite a bit of money that had been set aside for women just because we went out to really understand how women borrow money. And you'll find that women actually pay loans a lot better than men. No pun intended, luckily.
They're more honest than men.
Exactly. But there are also a number of challenges surrounding women and how they could borrow. You know, maybe you don't have a title to your name and so forth. So we actually went to review our processes to see how we could lend to women a lot more, and it's been extremely successful. And we're talking about women who are in big businesses, running big businesses, SMEs, to even entry-level women. And we've also done and gotten support through our foundation team that is also driving a lot of financial literacy for women. So I think even trying to bring in Tinashe and her mom into the story was such a great joy, because for us, we're talking to the mom who is a woman in business.
Yes.
And we're also reaching out to her daughter, who is a young person who's probably going to get into business. She's in university now. But it just creates the right space. But what we wanted to do with our drivers, you know, it's not just looking for the top drivers. Our plan is really to grow with you. When we say our brand is for people for better, it's really about how do we grow with you over time. It's not about achievement now, or now that you've made it big, we work with you. Yeah. So we've worked with Kanan and we've seen him over the last 3 or so years, like really propelling to the top. We are working with Nikhil, who is the first paraplegic and the only paraplegic driver to participate. And he's doing really well. I think even in the Rwanda ARC, he came in third, you know. We've brought back Evans Kabisi. He's one of the first generational rally drivers. Like, the hassle is real for him.
Yes, true.
Yeah. So and we know motorsports is expensive. So we just really honor the fact that he's just that first generational driver in his space, and he's part of a group that is called 7 to 70. So motivating and driving drivers who are, you know, from 7 years to 70. And Tinashe is also part of that group. So the first female team that we are supporting, and we actually believe that this girl is going places. So we truly want to walk that journey with her, the same way we are walking the journey with other women through our Flame program.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm sure as KCB, KCB is not only a national bank. You are regional, you are continental, you are national, international. I was talking to a Burundian here, and I was asking them, do you have a KCB bank? And he was like, yes. He's actually the president of the Motorsport Federation in Burundi. He's called, I think I've just forgotten his name. Let me just check his name right now. Prosper Nyakuru somebody. He's the president of, and he can actually recognize the presence of KCB and how KCB has actually, they are here together with the mkubwa wa KCB wa Burundi wako hapa. So I'm sure that, of course, is something you're very proud of, that you are seeing Rwandan, Ugandan, Tanzanian fans coming here coming from your regional branches.
So part of the initiative as a bank is to make sure that some of the big sponsorships that we do, we also include our regional business. Because KCB is not just in Kenya, you know, KCB is in Tanzania, it's in South Sudan, we are in Uganda, we are in Tanzania, we are in Tanzania, Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Sudan, DRC. and also Ethiopia, we have a representative office. So all these countries we are represented. So when we have such a big sponsorship, we take the opportunity to invite them to come and see. We do support some of the rallies, which I think Kata will explain in those countries. Not all, but some of them. We do work together with their local federations to run some of the rallies there. And so we give them the advantage to come here and see how to run a big, successful rally in Kenya, so that they can also implement similar best practice also in their own countries.
Realize something that the bank is there's the lady factor in the bank.
Two-thirds
the rule
gender
is doing
rule
so
has
well.
been taken
He's
care
doing so well in the bank. Wow,
Tell
wow,
the CEO
that's
of your group, my very good friend. I once played golf with Mr. Paul Russo, CEO at Muthaiga. Such a lovely gentleman. I played golf 6 hours. You can imagine if you spend 6 hours with your fellow golfer on a course. Unaweza jua ni nini tunapiga shughuli. So of course, KCB is not only in motorsport. You have various other sports that you actually have gone into. Golf being one of them, and many others that of course my good friend Arocho has played in soccer.
Yes,
so basically KCB is not only about motorsport alone. Muko na michezo zingine mingi. Some of them, and of course some of the things that you've come out successfully in sports you can mention.
Yeah, so maybe I can take that.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so sports for us is big. Sports is a huge platform for Kenyans, so it is obvious for us to be part of that. So we have 4 sports teams, yeah? So we have the football team.
Yes. My team.
Your team. The top tier
My
replica,
team.
very soon.
I have one.
Yeah.
I have
You
one.
have one.
In fact, I made an overall with the green and black color. With the KCB whatever, all over.
Yeah.
So I have mine. I have mine.
Fantastic. So,
Well done.
so we also have a rugby team.
Yes.
Yeah,
Doing so well.
Which is doing so
Yeah,
well.
so
This
solid
circuit.
team.
I know we are getting into the playoffs of the Kenya Cup season,
yes,
so
yes.
please come and support and pray for the team.
Yes.
We need all the support. We also have a volleyball team.
Yes.
And Judith here is actually the patron of the
Wow, the
volleyball
volleyball team.
Yes.
Wow.
Tell us more about
Yes.
the team as well. For the play that, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the last team is the chess team
Wow.
that we have, which is actually top in Kenya at the moment. Within
So
the league.
sports is big for KCB. I mean,
Sports, yeah, sports has been big for many years. Quite a bit of investment has gone into sports, and we're looking at more of those opportunities. Right now, we're also thinking about how to build the right financial products for sports people. But remember, we've also been in athletics.
Yes.
Our branches, especially in the Great Rift side, support a lot of top athletes.
Yes.
Just from providing savings products to lending products. There's a lot of business there, and KCB is really a big part of that. And of course, golf, as you mentioned, the East African Golf Tour. Last year, we actually had a team from Uganda winning the East African Golf Tour, so it's East African for real. So we'll keep on looking at these sports platforms as just a great way to engage with people. You've seen the crowds today, even with the rain.
Everybody's still there.
People are still here, so it's amazing. The cars are passing, the road is very muddy. So it's just an amazing way to connect with people.
tell us about volleyball. Your team is watching. Yeah, the matron.
Yes, so the KCB women's volleyball team, in the next 1 week, they are preparing to go for the Africa Club Championship in Nigeria.
Wow.
And currently, they are also the league champions.
Yes. Wow.
The team has continued to do well.
Yes.
And we do have very young girls that we normally get from secondary schools to build up on the sports in volleyball, to train them. They have a very good also technical team to guide them through. We do a lot of coaching and mentoring because they're also quite young. How do they make sure that as they get this money, they can take care of themselves, but at the same time also save for the future? Because you know sports, you cannot do sports all your life.
Forever,
Yeah?
yes.
So in another 10 years or 15, you'll find you're slowing down. So what else can you do so that you can be able to sustain yourself even as you take a break now from active sports? So those are some of the initiatives that we are doing working with volleyball ladies. And so I'd like to urge all the fans kindly support KCB Nigeria as we lift the Kenyan
Before the
flag.
team leaves, kindly invite us
Yes,
so that we can see them off
Yes.
and even tell Kenyans more about the team. Because the more attention is towards the team, the more I even believe the more the players will play well. Because the other time the KCB soccer team was playing in the finals of the FKF Cup, I saw a very good crowd at Ulinzi grounds. Though we lost, but I was so impressed by the number of fans who rallied behind KCB. So kindly invite us before they fly to Nigeria.
Yes, we will. We'll make sure you come.
Thank you so much, ladies and indeed, for making time for us. I know you are busy, you are tired, but please keep on the spirit, of course, of really making sport such a very important sector in our economy. So, of course, enjoy your evening. I will be joining you in a few. I know I cannot wait to do.
Yeah, we are coming.
We are coming. Tunamaliza tu hii kazi. Then tutakuja na sura ingine. So we'll release your call.
Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies. Asante sana.
Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you, madam. Don't forget inviting us. If I don't come, the team will not win. Thank you.
Sports Extravaganza, we are coming to you live from Sleeping Warrior in Kikopey, Nakuru County, one of the sections of routes in the 2025 WRC Safari Rally. Now, of course, naambiwa kwamba we shall be talking just before we tufunganishe virago, tuende tupige sherehe pia sisi. There are some few fans that will be coming to join us. But Arocho, I've just heard how she has spoken so passionately about KCB volleyball team.
Well, one thing I know about the bank, because I played for the bank is so passionate. Not only in volleyball, not only in football, in rugby. The bank is so passionate about anything they do. And when it comes to sport, they give it even a more push because it's one of the only institutions in this country that has a sports center in Karen. It's one of the few institutions that has a sports club along Thika Road. So it's not only today. Managements have come and gone, but the vision of the bank as far as sports is concerned has always been there. And I thank the leadership, because without that urge to make sure that success is there, then the teams could have not been doing well. Once again, good job, my friend Russo. Good job.
As the CEO of KCB Group, well done, Paul Russo. Please, Paul Russo, CEO, if you can hear this, please, let's do another round of golf. Tafadhali, I enjoyed that round at Mudaiga. You became busy, I know, of course, and you had a lot of work to do. But of course, CEO, you're doing a good job, and your team is doing a marvelous job indeed. And as well,
welcome,
karibu sana.
Yes.
Also, I know you talked about the KCB. The KCB rugby team has a female team manager who is actually doing wonders with that team. You mentioned, of course, they're doing wonders as a rugby team. So KCB has that history, making that lady who does team management of that squad, and that's why that squad is doing well, because iko na mrembo ambaye anapanga team. Na sasa tumejiunga pia na mwenye amejiunga kwa timu sasa ni mrembo. Karibu sana. It's good to see you. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
This is Sports Extravaganza on TV 47, on Radio 47, and Digital 47. My name is Tony Kwalanda.
My name is Fred Arocho.
And I'm Celeste.
Celeste.
Yes.
And I'm Karibu sana.
You're who?
Terence.
Terence. So Celeste and Terence. Karibuni kwa show. Hii ni live, inapigwa live everywhere. So smile and enjoy. It's good to see you. You have a lovely smile.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Actually, I'm excited about being here, Manze.
Tell us why you're excited. How has been your day? Tell us from morning until now. How has it been?
It's been amazing because I got here quite early.
Yes.
So I got a wonderful view. And then kitu imenishangaza is about this lady Tinashe and the mother Carol. My God.
Tell you.
Me, when I was 20 years old, my mother was busy chasing me with boys. Oh, this boy. I wasn't like driving. That is such an inspiration, Manze. We need to work hard.
Where were you brought up?
In Eldoret.
Okay, proceed. Because when you say that just proceed. For the sake of the cameras.
Anyway, our brought up was a bit different. It's not like now where parents have opened up. Imagine racing with your mom.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Lovely.
It's a beautiful experience.
Yeah, it is. Quite a lovely experience. That's why I'm excited to be here. I'd love them if they win.
Edwin,
tell me something about your experience here.
The experience as well. I've been a great fan of rally ever since my childhood. Gone for all rallies actually since the WRCs from the beginning. Ever since, so of all years, I feel like this current year, due to the rain that we've had just a few minutes ago, it's made it a bit more competitive than usual, of which is extremely beautiful because we get to see the extreme skill of each participant. And obviously, I have to mention,
of course, we are good.
I'm a Elvin Evans fan.
You're what?
Evans. Previously a Neville fan, but warming up to Evans.
Warming up to Evans.
Yeah, warming up to Evans.
So you want Elfin Evans to take this one?
Elfin Evans.
The Great Britain. Unataka umse wa Great Britain ashinde hii.
I feel like the Britons are
the Britons are serious this time round.
Now, you've said that you've been a motor rally fan.
Yeah.
All through.
All through since my childhood.
What makes the difference? Why did you pick this as your preferred sport?
I like it first of all because we don't participate physically. And we are just moral support.
So you want to participate in something that you are less involved?
Okay, first of all, it's because you get less involved, which makes it a bit more interesting. Then the second part is that it's a unique sport, not where everyone knows about it. So the other element is the fact that the company is amazing. Look at me sitting with you guys here. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm sitting with you, man.
It's amazing. You get to meet new guys, you get to interact. It's a good social sport. The sport that you get to the field, you play, you live. You don't interact with people. But this one, I think we do more interaction than participation. Participation, duru kidogo hapo. Sherehe mingi kule.
Celeste, I'm sure you've really, it's not even about just watching the sport. You've met people, you've interacted with people, you've exchanged ideas. Up at the boiling point, your connections.
Absolutely. In such events, as much as there's race, which comes from time duration, you get to interact with people, you network, you build your brand. That is if you're trying to build something, which is quite lovely. Indeed. And then another thing I love about it is the traveling.
That's the fun.
Oh, the movement.
That's the fun, the movement.
Oh, wow.
Tell us about that traveling. Why is it so sorry for?
It's a hustle and bustle. You make new friends on the road. You exchange beers.
Yes, tell us about that. Stopping somewhere.
Stop somewhere.
Uingie kwa fence wa kushikilia leso mahali.
Hapana. Yes. Because the journey is long. You won't get to the destination on time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But of course, tell us, how do you tell the young ones who think that such sports is, they call it waste of time? But I've seen so many young people here doing business, others coming to get connections. We have had content creators here who have just gotten themselves jobs and deals. What do you tell these young ones who have just demonized sort of this kind of sports?
My first point would be the fact that rally, as I said, is a social sport. And why it's a social sport, it's who you choose to interact with. If we move over, you see here, you see senators, you see governors. They're very, very senior people here. So if you portray yourself well, put yourself in the right crowd, you're an advantage compared to where you're in a sport or in a place where people won't assist you. So you have the upper hand if you're in the right company, in the right crowd. So this is the right crowd. And rally for sure is the right crowd.
Absolutely, I agree. Imagine even here you can get a job. You can get employment here because you get to interact with CEOs and owners of different companies. Because this is, I'd say this is kind of a rich sport.
Okay. So the interaction, is what really gives it that edge.
Yes.
This sport, we're here from 7 till this hour. From 7 till this hour, how many people have we interacted with?
So many.
And how many cars have we entered to drive? Zero.
None.
No participation. Duru kidogo, we just run there in front. We shangilia, we wait for the next one. We pick a line here with the CEO pamoja. Then he tells me, pass me that sauce, and I say, my name is Terence, and this is the sauce. Yeah, you get to interact like that. It's good networking.
Very well. Terence and Celeste, thank you very much for really coming to encourage the young ones that this you're not wasting your time.
No.
You are indeed making time for your future.
Yes.
And which of course naambiwa tumalizie hapo.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
No problem. Mine is just to urge soccer fans tomorrow. Guys,
yes.
we have a date. We have a date tomorrow. We have a new coach. We have a fresh breath in the federation. Tomorrow, guys, let's after the rally, I'm sure by around 2, 3, we'll pick our chopper and join the rest of the fans. Harambee Stars is playing Gabon. It's not a match that you can say there's a lot at stake, but our pride as a country is at stake. We need to converge at Nyayo National Stadium. And for guys who have not bought their tickets, please listen to me. If you want VVIP, the 10,000 tickets, hiyo imeisha. If you want the 1,000 ticket, ya VIP, kwisha. Now you need to scramble for the 300 Kenya shillings ticket. Hiyo ndio utanunua. Let's meet at Nyayo. Let's support our boys because I believe that there is a fresh breath in Kenyan football.
Thank you so much, Fred Arocho. Thank you, of course, Terence. Thank you, Celeste. The entire team here, led by Nonda. Everybody who has worked tirelessly, really, to make this program a success today. We thank you. Our team in Nairobi, thank you very much. And of course, on behalf of Cape Media, for watching and supporting this show, we thank you. My name is Tony Kwalanda. This has been Sports Extravaganza. Mimi na Arocho. Tumeenda. Kwanza nimesongesha kiti hapa. Kama Terence ulikuwa umepanga shauri yako. Kama ulikuwa umepanga ushauri yako limeenda na.
Thank you.
Our world is changing every day, and so should we, for the better. Each week, we tackle the big why, the question that should be on everyone's mind. Why isn't this fixed yet? Deforestation, global warming, and the adverse effects of climate change. The future isn't just something that we inherit, it's something that we create. Join us on The Green Fix as we tell the stories of those who refuse to give up. When it comes to fixing the planet, there is no time to waste. Join me, Shiksha Arora, on Thursdays at 9 p.m. on The Green Fix as we look into the big why, you and I.
For comprehensive information and education on your health, Body Garage is here.
Don't allow anyone to pluck out your good tooth as long as it is strong and stable.
Cancer doesn't start today and you get the symptoms tomorrow. By the time you pick it or the time it is manifesting in you, probably will be there about 5 to 10 years.
The eye is the window to the rest of the body.
Don't forget to stay hydrated.
And of course, you at home do take your water.
So the ultimate test is actually you check your urine. Your urine should be clear.
Clear like the water?
Yes. Should be able to see the other side of the urine. If your urine is colored or has changed color, you cannot see the other side, then you have not taken enough water.
Don't forget regular health checkups. Early detection saves lives.
I want the message be, we can prevent cervical cancer. We prevent cervical cancer in several ways. You have young girls and even somebody who's above that age, you can pay at least every 3 years. Somebody should have a pap smear done.
If you are 40, 45, 50, going upwards, once a year, please go see a doctor. Yeah, it's just for normal routine maintenance.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Kids on the Block, where fun and imagination come alive. We dive into magical world filled with exciting adventures and awesome friends.
What position were you in?
I was number 2.
What position were you?
Number 1.
He decided to cross the bridge by his house and look for food on the other side.
We're going to do half cup of chocolate chips, and the other one, we're going to do half cup of the blueberries.
So, grab your imagination hats and get ready to explore with us. Join us every Saturday at 9 a.m. for new friends, amazing stories, and tons of laughter.
Jiunge nasi tunapoangazia safari za viongozi bora. Kutoka kwa ushindi mkubwa hadi masomo magumu.
Wakati wetu kwamba wasichana si wa kusoma, ni wa kuolewa, ng'ombe ipatikane, wazazi wakuwa watajiri.
Tunashughulikia yote.
I wish I were a better investor.
Leo ni watu wa mara ya kwanza tu wananyafura. Wewe umenyafura ngapi?
Sijanyafura kitu, nimetumia box number 4 mara 6 na sijapata kitu.
Unajua maana kujafura? Unajua maana kujafura ama unasema tu sijanyafura kitu?
Sijaona kitu bado.
Kunyafura inamaanisha kwamba wewe ni shabiki wa Migori Youth.
Tunaelewa tu Wajaluo na Kiswahili.
Bala nakwambia.
Na mlaki malizana naye mshindi unamwambia?
Kwa hivyo umecheza mara ngapi Awino?
Nimecheza mara 6.
Mara 6 hujapata chochote, chukua shilingi 1030.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Na usianze kulia hewani. Laki amesikia sauti yako analia, naona tu machozi. Oh my gosh. Haya, asante sana. *216# endelea kushiriki msikilizaji wa Radio 47. Ikiwa sasa hivi ni dakika 10 baada ya saa 11, tunamkaribisha pia mtazamaji wetu wa TV 47
tena kwa mpigo.
Karibu kwa moyo mkunjufu, unatizama na unasikiliza, au sio Lucky Riano?
Yaani kwa mpigo mmoja.
Baadaye tuna sauti utaipata ya Salim Mvurya kuhusiana na mashindano ya magari ambapo umekuwa ukifuatilia wenzetu kule Naivasha, Papa Federation na kwa Landa. Utaipata kauli ya Salim Mvurya, na vile vile tunayo sauti ya Ben McCarthy kuhusiana na maandalizi ya mchuano wa kesho, maana tunazungumzia gumzo kubwa huo jamaa ananipigia simu Nino. Pambano la hapo kesho, tuone hali itakwenda kwendaje. Mbali na hayo Lucky Riano, wanasemaje wana Bet Power?
Bila shaka yote unaambiwa kwamba iwapo unahitaji kuwa milionea, unaweza kuwa milionea kutumia shilingi 1 tu. Haraka upesi ingia pale kwenye simu yako kwa betpower.co.ke. Ukishaingia pale ndani, jamani, ina maana kwamba fuata maagizo mepesi tu, tumia shilingi 1 uweze kunyafura hadi 35 million. Inaitwa Aviator Jackpot. Na iwapo unakosa kwenye ile draw, bila shaka yote kuna draw ambayo inafanywa baada ya wiki moja na mshindi anaweza nyafura hadi milioni 1. Kwa hivyo iwapo utakosa 35 million kwenye Aviator Jackpot ya Bet Power, wanakupatia fursa ya kunyanyifura 1 million kwa hisani ya Bet Power.
Na pia tunamkaribisha mwenzetu kutoka upande wa TV 47, anaitwa Danko, askofu mwenyewe. Danko, vipi weekend inakwenda kwendaje? Shughuli vipi?
Iko shwari. Tumekuwa tukitupilia jicho sana mashindano ya WRC Safari Rally.
Weka nguvu kidogo Danko. Mbona mashindano ya magari?
Nimesema niko shwari.
Maana najua kwamba mwenzako alienda Naivasha akakuacha, lakini angalau jitie tu moyo.
Mwaka ujao utaenda rally.
Unamaanisha nini?
Next year utaenda. Lakini anasema unaomboleza kwa kubaki Nairobi. Utaenda next year. Mashindano yalimalizika. Hapa hatufanyi kazi hivyo radio.
Hapa tunachangamka.
Haya. Tunajua umefunga. Time inakaribia.
Utafungua.
Sheikh yuko hapa na tende. Shakazizi.
Nitakuwa nazungumza naye kando kidogo.
Vipi ulikuwa unasemaje?
Tumekuwa tukifuatilia sana, tukitupilia jicho mashindano ya WRC Safari Rally. Baadhi ya madereva ambao wamekuwa kitamba humu nchini na pia wale wa kimataifa. Je, ni nani ambaye anatamba? Elfie Evans, huyu ni dereva ambaye kwa sasa anaongoza ile championship ama ile WRC championship, na baada ya kuongoza alitua nchini na ile fomu yake anaendelea kuonyesha. Mapema leo ama usiku wa kuamkia leo, asubuhi ya kuamkia leo basi alikuwa anaongoza na sekunde 7.7. Ameextend ile lead kwa sasa na dakika moja sekunde 32.5. Baadhi ya madereva ambao wameregister ile ama matokeo mazuri leo ni unazungumzia ule dereva wetu wa nchini ambaye Carl Tudo yuko katika nafasi ya 14, na pia ukizungumza baadhi ya madereva wengine Takamoto Katsuta pia leo ameshuhudia matokeo mazuri zaidi kwenye mashindano haya WRC Safari Rally.
Huyo ni Duncan mwenyewe, Danko mwenyewe, askofu mwenyewe. Ni askofu anahubiri masuala ya michezo,
masuala ya kanisani, na pia na wingu la 9. Lakini sio kwenda mbinguni.
Hapana.
Kwa nini? Kwani kuna mahubiri ambayo yanatupeleka wapi? Mahubiri yote yanatupeleka
askofu akihubiri anahubiri kupeleka
unajua kuna aina tofauti ya maaskofu.
Vijana tuwaache, kuna mambo wenyewe wanajuana kwa vile
lakini kuna baadhi ya maaskofu angalau kwa mfano kama Didmas si askofu kupeleka mbinguni, ni askofu wa kisiasa.
Mimi sikujua ni askofu, ndio nimeniambia leo.
Hata mimi nimesikia leo.
Sikujua mimi.
Niacha nawe.
Alafu akivua kofia, kuna wakati alivua kofia Kibra akitimuliwa na
tukae kwa mada
kichwa chake na chalaki
wanauko
Asman bwana Aziz Osman. Yes. Kwa mara nyingine mkumbushe msikilizaji na mtazamaji wa TV47 majukumu yako ni yepi sasa hivi kwenye shirikisho la soka la FKF?
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Abdiaziz Osman. Niko kwa committee EMOC. Maana yake ni International Matches Organizing Committee.
International Matches Organizing Committee.
Ndio committee yenyewe ina plan na ina organize games za international matches.
Mko watu ngapi?
Tuko watu 7. Yeah.
Chairman wenu ni?
Chairman wetu anaitwa Masharia, NEC member
Central.
Yes.
Mranga Seal.
Jamaa anapenda mpira. Na ni mtu anaweza fanya kazi mzuri.
Waliangalia nini ndio wakakuweka kwenye kamati? Mlikuwa mnaangalia nini ndio mnaichagua hii kamati?
Kitu ya kwanza kuangalia ni mtu ambaye anafahamu vision ile president ako nayo, ule ambaye anaweza saidia president kufanya kazi mzuri, na zaidi hiyo passion. Ule akona passion, anapenda mpira.
How do you measure the passion?
Without seeing it.
Yeah.
You have a passionometer.
For the last 15 years nimerun team na nimekuwa kwa mpira na hiyo ni inaonyesha wazi kabisa niko na passion.
Sasa hivi tuseme kamati yenu anakuja Gabon.
Yes.
Maandalizi sasa mnafanya nini? Nini sasa? Kazi yenu ni kama ipi?
Kazi ya kwanza ni at least kuwakaribisha watu wa Gabon kukuja Kenya, kuwashughulikia airport, kupeleka hoteli na sheria zote za CAF.
Kwa hiyo nyinyi ndio mnawapokea?
Yes. Lazima tupatie mtu responsibility aende awachukue na wasikuwe na shida yoyote. I think walifika jana mapema na kuna mtu amewashughulikia mambo ya passport, visa, kuingia kila kitu, na imekuwa shwari kabisa.
Na timu yetu
pelekwa kwa hoteli, kuna mtu atakuwa na hao at least kuangalia maslahi yote.
Kwa hiyo nikisikia wakilia kwamba hoteli sijui ilikuwa duni sijui nini na kuandama wewe.
Yes kabisa.
Ni kazi yenu hiyo.
Na that's why ujaona for the last 3 games hatujakuwa na issue yoyote.
Hakuna complaints yote ambayo tumepata.
Ile tukicheza na Tunisia, Harambee Starlets, Uganda.
Hata jana nilikuwa naona Angola walikuwa nalalamika walienda kucheza game Libya. But Kenya hatujakuwa na shida.
Those are tactics, African football tactics, unaelewa?
But it's not the right way to do things. Football is all about.
Cameroon pia walilia juzi, unakumbuka?
Yes.
Wanasema federation ya kwao haikuandaa vizuri, wakafika Afrika Kusini tena wakaingia basi umbali wa kilomita 300.
Sana North Africans wanatumia hiyo tactics, but ni vitu ilipitwa na wakati. By the end of the day watu wanakutana ndani ya kiwanja. Kama timu yako huja prepare vizuri bado utafungwa tu.
Kabla lake hajakurushia swali ama rafiki yangu hapa Danko ama wasikilizaji pia hawajapiga simu, na timu kienda nje tuseme kama ilivyokwenda kucheza na Gambia?
No, hiyo sio responsibility yetu.
Nyinyi kwa timu ambazo zinakuja
hapa local games yenye inahusika na international matches
hapa nyumbani.
Yes.
Vizuri kuliweka wazi hilo. Tulifafanue. Namdanko, una swali kwa mjomba hapa?
Before niulize swali, ningependa kwanza kuwashukuru wa Kenya kukubali mwito. Na mara ya kwanza I think tickets zote zimekuwa sell out one day before game. Na hiyo inakuonyesha
kuna jamaa amenipigia na anatafuta tiketi regular amekosa.
Kenya wametafuta wengi sana. Unajua sisi wa Kenya tunapenda last minute.
Ama kuuziwa tiketi mlangoni akiingia stadium.
Yes, so hii inakuonyesha Kenya kuna talent, Kenya kuna fans wanapenda mpira. Kenya tulikuwa tuna lack ni hiyo leadership. Na tunashukuru Mungu na tunashukuru delegates wa FKF kutupatia uongozi mzuri, na inaonyesha ni uongozi bora because ukiangalia ni kama we are starting afresh. Ukiangalia mpangilio na kila kitu tofauti. Sasa hii ukiona national team yetu hujasikia ati mtu amekwama airport ama nini. Vijana wanaenda na private jet,
lakini mwanzo
walifika vizuri. Hii ni kitu
will keep the momentum.
Hii ni honeymoon.
Hii ni kitu itaendelea na mtakuwa mnaona the next 8 years.
The next 8 years. Kwa nimebadilisha katiba. Azizi umebadilisha katiba.
8 years mtakuwa mnaona.
No, Azizi 4 years.
Umejiongeza?
Mtu akifanya kazi mzuri the only option ni kumuongezea
muda. Na Azizi, kwa faida ya msikizaji na ule mtazamaji, ule shabiki ambaye hajawahi tiketi ndio kesho atakuja kutusumbua pale kwenye lango, mnamwambiaje? Maana kuna wale ambao watakuja tu wasema kwamba timu ni yetu, hapa ni Harambee Stars.
Wewe utafika na tiketi yako, unaambiwa uwanja umejaa, na wewe una tiketi ambayo inastahili,
utafanya vipi?
No, I think mtu yeyote amenunua tiketi atapata nafasi yake. Na by the way, hii game sio game tu ya yote. Hii ni fun experience. Na zaidi ya hiyo pia ni test game za CHAN zinakuja. I think watu wa CAF watakuwa hapo, FIFA watakuwa hapo. So lazima tukue na nidhamu na tukue organized vizuri, na tumejipanga vizuri. Kila mtu atafeel tumekosa hii nafasi muda mrefu, lazima
since 2023
for long time by
the na mchezo wanjani Nyayo. Mashabiki mechi zetu tunachezea Uganda, Malawi.
So itakuwa fun experience ingine noma sana. I think mtu yeyote amenunua tiketi ataangalia game yake vizuri na ataenjoy.
Wewe
kama hauna tiketi usikuje kiwanjani.
Sikiliza Radio 47. Tutakutangazia mpira huo live. Maana
kuna pia TV pia itaonyesha.
Aziza ametupatia kibali.
Na ni kwa sababu tu ya capacity ya
Nyayo.
Ya stadium.
Nyayo capacity ni 35, lakini tiketi zilikuwa ni close to 18,000.
Na 18,000
manake uwezi ukafikisha ile idadi ambayo
uwezi.
Basi inamaanisha hata kitambo tiketi zilikuwa zinauzwa zote laki, alafu mnaanza kuuza zenu feki.
Manake wengine wanasimama kando
kule kwa materasa skule.
Muulize ni swali sababu wana zile mikakati za kuimarisha ile ambayo tunasema fun experience. Ukiangalia pia zile nchi zingine wakiuza tiketi, ile tiketi ina namba fulani. Wewe unajua nikikalia ile kiti, nikikalia ile kiti ni ya Kauleni, ama kiti nambari 10 ni ya Duncan. Mipango kama hiyo
hatujafika hiyo level, but tunaelekea huko. For now yote alipata tiketi atapata kiti ya kukaa.
Akuja mapema. Asikuje kuchelewa pia alikusumbua watu.
By the way, kesho na encourage all our fans wakuje mapema. Hata kama uko na tiketi na unangoja ukuje last minute, utakuwa na shida kidogo.
Aziza anasema well organized. Unaona kama Wembley, Old Trafford. Wewe una seat number yako hata ukija kama mechi imeanza
kama inaendelea
lakini hapa amesema mahali tumefika
bado hujafika pale. Kwa hiyo Wembley
wewe njoo mapema,
kuja mapema upangwe mahali utulie,
tusisumbuane.
Lakini kuna jamaa anasema na jamaa imenichelewesha kule
ama yuko kazini.
Na uzuri pia imepangwa parking pia ziko za kutosha. Kama ulinunua
tiketi ya parking pia
utapata gari yako iko safe na security iko sawa kabisa.
Kitambo hatukuwa na hizi tiketi za
hatukuwa nazo, hatukuwa nazo gari yako. Gari yako.
Magari alikuwa anapotea.
Baada ya mechi unakuja side mirror wametoa.
Security zimewekwa ya kutosha.
Sasa hivi gari likipotea
hizi magari na kuangalia security ya yote.
Yaani ukija coach mpira una enjoy. Si uko na wasiwasi tu gari limenenio.
Na nataka kuumiza pia wa Kenya at least tukua na hiyo culture ya kulipa geti kwa sababu federation iko na budget kubwa sana na hatuwezi tegemea tu ile budget ya sponsorship na nini, na tunaelewa Kenya saa hii sponsors they are not ready to sponsor. So the only way the federation inaweza pata pesa ni gate collection, kuuza majezi. At least pia sisi wa Kenya pia tuko na responsibility ya kuchangia maendeleo ya football.
Tutafungua angalau line za simu, angalau wasikilizaji waseme nao, lakini kabla sijafungua, siku ya Jumanne tulijaliwa, tulikuwa kwenye iftar na rais wa shirikisho. Kuna kauli alitoa akisema God willing maybe July mambo yatakuwa mazuri, account zitafunguliwa na masuala kama hayo. Alimaanisha nini?
Kitu wa Kenya wajui by the end of the day, sisi kama Kenya tulifungiwa account zetu kwa sababu ya ile federation nyingine tulikuwa nayo.
Tulifungiwa
na FIFA. So president amejaribu na amefanya njia zote na tumeruhusiwa sahi at least tutapata fedha kutoka FIFA. Na hopefully vitu zitabadilika.
Ndio habari hiyo. Tunaye pia mjomba hapa, Shaban Masi. Shaban Shebe. Vipi bwana?
Niko salama na
yaani we lucky. Siku nyingine Shaban akija hapa usikubali akae hapa bwana.
Yuko starehe.
Amelala. The boy is too comfortable. Too comfortable for the show.
Amelala.
Vipi lakini wewe utakuwa uwanjani kesho?
Kama kawa.
Ushachukua tiketi yako?
Tayari.
VIP ama VVVIP? VIP.
Yeah.
Matarajio yako game ya kesho? Gabon tunajua mechi yao ya mwisho wamempiga Burundi. Au mpiga Ushelisheli. Matatu.
Mimi personally according to matokeo tuliyopata ugenini ya Gambia niko very positive that tutapata matokeo na tutapata ushindi.
Na wale wasiojua unaweza ukaeleza pia umekuwa kocha wapi na wapi bwana?
Mimi nimekocha timu nyingi, nimecoach Kangemi United, nimecoach Kibira United, nimecoach Dimba Patriots, nimekuwa kocha wa youth, nimekuwa team manager national team, so niko na
which national team?
Under 20 yes.
Ngoja umekuwa pale Dimba Patriots?
Yes.
Umekuwa na Idi Shikanda?
Nimekuwa Idi alikuja nyuma yangu.
Idi ni wajana. Baadhi ya vijana ambao wamepitia mikononi mwako?
Okay, baada ya vijana wamepitia mikononi mwangu naweza sema ni Victor Wanyama, Johanna Omolo, Ayub Timbe, Chamla Saizi, Musa Masika, wengi sana wamepitia mikononi.
Lakini hawajakusahau, wanaregesha shukrani kwa mzee.
Wanarudisha shukrani kwa mzee, nashukuru Mungu.
Na familia yenu pia?
Ni familia tuko sawa.
Kimichezo wapo?
Kimichezo tupo. Tuko na Omar Masika alikuwa anacheza FC Leopard national team. Musa Masika saizi yako Mathare United, pia amecheza national team. Ayub Timbe. So ni familia ya ball
kabisa. Ndugu zako hao?
Ndugu zangu kabisa
Yes, a family of footballers.
Yes. Nashukuru Mungu.
Hii mbegu mmeambukizwa na nani ya footballers?
Ni mapaji tu ya Mola. Yes.
Okay. Haya 26 dakika baada ya saa 11 za jioni. La Keriano. Umeniambiaje upande wa televisheni?
Ndio.
Danko atakuwa anabeba kamera ama?
Anabeba kamera na kufanya log out.
Danko, kwani tumekufukuza?
Wananiambia
your time is over. Kwa hiyo wewe unaelekea? Unaondoka ama unabaki nasi?
Naweza baki nanyi tuzungumze mawili matatu.
Lakini televisheni watachukua kwa sababu ya utaratibu wa vipindi vijavyo. Ilikuwa angalau muda mfupi, nusu saa. Sura Danko huwa anapitia hapa radio. Tunakuwa naye anachangamsha kipindi na tunasema asante sana kwa watazamaji wetu. wa TV47. Vipindi vingine vitaendelea, sio? Utaratibu mwingine wa vipindi, nasi hapa tunaendelea na kipindi chetu. Sasa hivi Lucky Eriano, kabla sijapokea simu za wasikilizaji,
ndio
acha nimtafute Papa Fred.
Papa Fred
Aweza akakwepa.
Na wakati mnafuta band chief.
Leo ameona Lucky, naona jamaa fulani hapa ameniambia kumbe Lucky hivyo ndo ukaa kwenye televisheni.
Huyo nani?
Hana jina. Huwa tupendi hapa umbea.
Arafa anajitumia.
Jina ndio.
Arafa kama hiyo.
Anasemaje kwamba Lucky is that handsome? Hakujua.
Ni mwanadada?
Hapana.
Anasema Eriano, msalimu Kauleni na mgeni studio. Mwambie Kauleni mara ya mwisho Yesu wa Tongaren watu kuonekana alikuwa akitafuta basari za watu wana maneno shaka. Atakuwa anafuta basari. Pasaka kwa hofu ya kupigwa.
Haya, asanteni sana watazamaji wetu wa TV47. Sisi Radio 47 tuendelea na mikeki mpaka saa 2 za usiku.
Ndio.
Huyu ni Papa Fred Arocho. Sasa hizi atapokea simu na hii mikimbio Naivasha.
Ama anakula iftar.
Anatoroka manyunyu ya mvua, time ya kufungua.
Ayo fungua mapema.
Papa Fred Arocho.
Sura mbaya roho safi.
Lucky Eriano anasema kwamba time ya kufungua bado, lakini wewe ushaanza kula makaimati.
Wajua mvua inanyesha hapa, mvua ya ajabu.
Tumekuwa tukikitizama kwenye TV mkiwa na kwa Landa tukaona mvua bwana.
Mvua imebadilisha mkondo hapa. Sasa hali si hali, lakini mambo yanazidi kuendelea hapa.
Lakini najua ulijihami kama mwaka jana ulitarajia mvua, kwa hiyo umejihami vya kutosha.
Nimejihami na kikosi kizima kimejihami.
Naam.
Kitu ambacho imekuwa ngumu hapa ni kwamba magari yana shida ya kusonga kando na vile ilivyokuwa hapo awali.
Na nini kingine unamweleza msikilizaji kinafanyika sasa hivi Naivasha?
Ama kwa sasa hii ndio ile route ya pili kutoka Sleeping
Warrior
kupitia Elementaita. Magari yamepitia Soitambu, alafu sasa itakuwa wanatamatisha round ya leo. Manake kesho tutakuwa tunaamkia kule maeneo ya Kedong na kuanza safari yetu kule maeneo ya Hell's Gate kumrabi. Kedong ilikuwa jana, Hell's Gate ndio kesho tutakuwa tunaanza safari ya mkondo wa mwisho, manake kesho ndio siku ya mwisho. Naam, endelea.
Hujachangamka Rosho kama ulivyochangamka asubuhi, ama kwa Landa amekufanyaje huko?
Mvua inanyesha jamani, ni balaa hapa. Ni balaa. Labda kitu tunaweza tukueleza wa Kenya ni kwamba Kenya Carl Tundo ndiye aliboresha nafasi yake, manake hapo mwanzo Carl Tundo asubuhi alikuwa amemaliza wa 16 na sasa Carl Tundo amemaliza akiwa wa 14, na natumai kwamba tutakapokuwa tunamaliza raundi ya mwisho leo tutakuwa labda tumepata nafasi nyingine bora. Naam.
Arocho Lucky hapa.
Naam.
Naona jamaa anapenyeza Arafa sababu kwamba